5-minute mark.
5 second, I hope. So Chronosaurus, we're actually having
Yeah,
teams.
5-second mark. Yeah.
We're having teams flip a coin to decide who submits the replay. So you're right that blue is still the uploader, but it's no longer winner's upload like it has been in tournaments in the past. The upload is random, so no spoilers from who's blue. So that's been fixed. At least, well, fixed. It hasn't been fixed in game, but we have a solution for that. So yeah, Zanny needs to be about 15% louder. I'll turn him up. I can turn him up.
Turn it up. Turn it up.
How's that, guys?
Turn it up.
Is that closer to what we need? Mic check, mic check.
Are we leveled? Check, check.
Leveled and beveled.
I am so leveled. Yeah.
Okay, I think we're good. No difference, huh? I clicked him
difference.
like 15%.
Okay.
Still a bit quiet. Okay, I can turn him up more and turn my...
I can also try to increase my volume if it's needed.
Okay.
Still low? Still low? Quiet for anyone else?
I turned him up.
You turn me up.
I think Nelly just doesn't like listening to me. Yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna get started, and if he's too quiet, other people shout it out in chat. He can turn himself up. Okay, we're gonna get this first game rolling here. So unpausing in 3, 2, 1. Unpause. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, we
good?
Gucci.
All right, you want to introduce the teams here? Do you know who's playing?
I see it on your screen. So if I understand, hey, who's yellow and who is red? Let's see.
So we've got Scotch and Soda is
they're the allies.
Yanko and Scotch. So that's where the team name comes from. And then Buff Cannone 105, please. A desperate plea to the devs is Claudia Enfield, and this is, I believe, Jaeger Light Infantry, or How Sifu is the name that he gave us in Latin characters. So,
what did you call it? Him again?
How Sifu, I believe.
How Sifu.
How Sifu.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Anyway, we have kangaroos on the field from Janko. Engaging the kitten. Oh yeah.
Yeah, tripwire down. This is a hot new thing, the tripwire flare, and it's gonna get avoided here. I don't know if it'll even take a model off of a full health
I
Tommy,
have
so.
seen people survive tripping over the trip flare mine.
Yeah, it'll take a scout out sometimes, but not a full squad. But I mean, it's a nice way to get a little bit of damage in before the first engagement. I'm curious to see exactly what kind of effect it has when it hits it, because I haven't used them too much myself.
It's gonna give a ton of vision.
Yeah,
and
it's
a
true.
little bit of damage.
Yeah, there's a lot of value in that. I mean, if it gets set off by the second unit that comes out, there's a lot of information there in terms of whether you're facing MG or a second Aussie, that kind of thing. So a lot of value for 10 Muni, I think.
And Scotch. Oh, they're both going dingoes. Wow.
Yeah, we haven't talked about the faction picks yet, but we do have double Brit against mixed Axis. So this has been a pretty popular thing, I think, at high level 2s. I've seen this quite a bit on the ladder. People spamming dingoes. I'm curious if we'll see even more if they're going to stick with 2.
Yeah, it's the double dingo. But yeah, now back to our regular program.
No, it's perfect. It's the kind of energy we need on this cast. So we got the triple dingo now, so you're gonna have to turn that on again. I'm curious. Let's see if we're gonna see. So far, no more dingoes, but there's not the. Oh, you see, we got a second Aussie coming in. So.
Yeah, triple dingo it is. Man. Well, good thing there's a heavy machine gun. It can shred the dingo if it decides to stay in the firing arc, which it rarely does, but it's an option.
Yeah. Surprised to see Indian artillery. I thought for sure that the double dingo player would go armor for the refit, but content to not to keep them on the field and use them. I mean, they do provide a lot of vision. The utility's nice. So the utility doesn't really, you don't get more from a second dingo because they share a cooldown on the artillery. I'm not sure if they share a cooldown on the fake barrage, but
yeah. So what's the counter here for the dingo? I see that Jesus, I forgot Purple's name. Shumu?
House Sifu.
How Sifu. Yeah, How Sifu has gone with a Panzerjäger.
You can call him Purple if you
help.
want. That's fine. Oh, did those
Yeah,
RE go down? I believe they did. Yeah, I think Royal Engineers go down on the mine on the bottom 16 Muni. So nice pickup there for the Axis team.
Yep. And we now have Czech coming out for the Axis team. Panzergrenadier Company for Clara. And How Sifu, he's unlocking fire support elements.
Yeah, and you were right about the count of the dingoes. It's definitely the PJ. And he didn't get too much from tier 0 before he. Yeah, they fired. The first shot comes out fast, and it's the answer for sure, at least in the early game.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if they can keep the dingoes alive, they'll have so much vision on their hands.
Yeah, there's a lot of value on a map like this, especially where it's really open. So a couple, I mean, with 3 dingoes, you can basically see the entire front line.
Yeah. Oh, this is an early upgrade coming up for How Sifu. He's going for veterancy squad leaders.
I mean, it makes sense with his build, but yeah, definitely an early upgrade. You'd think he'd want to get the truck, but I suppose if you look at his manpower, you know, it makes sense.
He's floating.
Surprised not to see a 250 on the field, given all the infantry, you know, lacking the heal, lacking the combined arms buff, but he's clearly got a plan in mind.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. Oh! Janko, he's getting ready. There's a Humber on its way.
All right.
And yeah, the Humber should have an easy time on the field. There's just the one and only Panzerjäger squad as AT.
Yeah, I assume we'll see a pack pretty soon. If not a reaction pack, then definitely once there's been a few other units out of the tier 3. Got a PG first, which is pretty expected.
Yeah. I was kind of expecting How Sifu... Oh, Pioneer's down. But yeah, I was expecting a flak feeling already now for How Sifu.
Yeah, it might be a little bit of first game jitters. He's got the fuel and the manpower for it, so I think this is just he's too busy microing maybe.
Oh no, the dingo went down to the Panzerjägers.
Did
fuel,
pick it
the
up.
blue fuel. Oh,
Nice pickup there.
How Sifu is calling it a league now. What do you make of that, Daniel?
I mean, leagues are great, especially on maps like this where you're going to camp around the middle. And in general, in 2s, I think they're a fantastic unit. But I feel like he could have... I mean, if you look at his resources, he could have also gotten a flak already. So I don't really agree with skipping the flak with all this infantry on the field from the British side. I mean, it would have helped with the dingoes. It's just... I mean, it's an incredibly frustrating unit to play against. And anytime there's a unit that people hate playing against, you know it's something you should build. And the flak and the league both fall into that category.
Yes.
Yeah, Nelly. Banjo's crying because someone's painting our porch right now, and he's really sad he can't go out and sniff them. But there's wet paint, so he can't go out.
Oh! Look what Janko just called in. It's the cutie trucky.
Milk truck.
Actually, he's going for the resource truck. Cool.
Yeah. I like that. I actually think it's underrated. It got a buff, I believe. I think it's cheaper than it was.
And speaking of call-ins, we are now having baby tanks on the field.
Yeah. So
it's How Sifu.
I almost wonder if that was a reaction to the truck. If he's thinking like maybe we can use these to push the milk truck. Ari might go down here.
The milk truck? Nice.
Yeah, someone said that.
Oh, indirect fire takes out the half track. Oh, nice.
Yeah, Gurkha on the field now. It's going to make the lives of these MP40 grins pretty difficult. I'm worried they're going to go down.
Well, they're going somewhere, but it ain't home.
It's not. Oh, milk truck going to get collapsed on. I think the sticky will go off. It should damage the engine.
They don't have a sticky. It's a bundle they have.
Oh, it's in PG, right? It's going to get it, though.
Yeah. Small arms fire. Oh, 18 resources plundered.
Easy clap.
Yeah, nice. But Claudefield, he's sitting at 25 pop cap. That's not a lot.
No, it seems extremely low, in fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grim went down. Yeah, it's not like he's got a lot of manpower. They've just been taking a lot of rough fights.
Infantry can initiate breakthrough tactics.
This is the tournament, Asher. It's happening now. Hence the title of the stream.
Well, Janko, he's not done yet playing with trucks. He's calling in the CMP 15 truck. Probably forward reinforcement is my guess, but
Yeah.
what do you say, Daniel?
Gotta be forward reinforce. I mean, it's great in twos. Ooh, nice smoke to cover the retreat of the Gurkha there. Yeah, it's gonna be forward reinforce. There's no doubt. These tiny tanks doing a pretty good job of applying pressure on the flanks, but it's been pretty great map control for the allies on the flanks for quite a bit here. They did get their field decap, so that's gonna help.
Commandant, territory sector lost.
But yeah, no, is there no heals at all for the Axis?
See, we don't have an
Yeah.
ambulance for a House Sifu.
No heals. So the only heals is that called in 250 that died. So I feel like that's got to be part of why we're seeing such poor manpower from Claudia, is just taking a lot of fights and then not really having any way to get those guys healed up before they go back on the field.
His only means of doing so is that one grenadier squad.
Guy's got a lot of work to do.
Uh-huh. Okay, House Sifu with the Gustatories, and they do also have that 10% damage reduction applied to them thanks to the Veterancy Squad Leader upgrade.
Yeah, they'll be strong.
Yeah, it's like damage reduction and they have armor.
Command points available.
Yeah, which I think, as I've said before in this year, I'm not much of a math guy, but I think it makes it more valuable. I think when you have when you've already got armor, the damage reduction just is like that much more valuable. Hey, Ozzy, thanks for the raid, man. Welcome to the tournament, everybody. But yeah, Axis players doing a good job now securing the south. They managed to even get this 5 muni that's really not theirs to have. And on the back foot are the allies, although I suspect that's because they are teching up. In fact, we've got one tier 3, another tier 3. So, yeah, that's... They had to back off because they didn't have as many units on the field, but I think we'll see them surge back once the first Matilda Crusader hits.
Yeah. They should have some time to wreak some havoc with their armor as House Sifu is just about to finish his Panzerkommand Armee.
Oh, yeah,
yes,
so...
that
might see some sad P3s. Oh, cool. Crusader got a good buff. The pen buff means it's much better at flanking, heavy tanks now, much more usable. And the fact that the Grant costs more to call in is also sort of an indirect buff to the Crusader because now it's that much more appealing.
Yeah.
Stoßtrupp, armed and ready. Territory sector lost.
Stoss called in, I heard. Yeah. Oh, this is the call in for Blitz, the mechanized assault group.
A victory point.
So might see Tiger if the game goes long enough.
Enemy forces have claimed our
Yeah,
territory.
that would be sweet.
Could see 2 Tigers if the game goes long enough.
Even better.
Yeah, whenever the Gurkha aren't around, the Brit infantry have a pretty hard time against the PGs and the assault grens. Now that the Humber's down, not a lot of good answers. That from Yanko. He's just got the 2 Aussies, so really does need this Crusader to hit the field if he's going to have any chance of holding the fuel.
Oh, Flak 36. It's the 88mm coming out for House Sifu.
Yeah. Not in time to save that tiny tank.
Yeah, now that's gone. Oh man, but Matilda has entered the field. She's a slow lady, but she gets the job done when fighting infantry.
Absolutely. He's gonna maybe lose another Grunt Squad here. He's got to retreat. I'm not sure if he's not looking or wanted to get maybe decrew the AT gun, but lucky that that first shot misses there.
We have vehicles
Wow,
ready
another
to
miss. These are very lucky assault grins. That's more like what I was expecting.
There it is. A good shot.
Ooh, nice use of the smoke. Should be able to get this cap before retreating. Yeah.
Oh, just got it. Scotch, he is now busy unlocking the Grand Tank. That has been unlocked. Sweet.
Yeah, I expect to see them take mid, although the Flak 36 is going to make things harder. You know, it'll do great against the Matilda and the Grant. Matilda in particular, like, because it's so slow, it's very hard to, you know, to pop in and get some damage and pop out without taking damage from the Flak. And it's in a pretty defensible spot. I think we're going to need to see, if not an all-in, then some indirect come out here pretty quick for the Brits.
Whoa, we just have some alarm going off. Is that the naval blockade? No, that can't be it. It would have to
It's the sound the alarm.
Sound the alarm,
Enemy
yes.
holds all victory points.
From House Sifu.
Not sure where it was used.
Yeah.
Maybe on the 5 Muni that's being capped? Yeah, not sure about that. Don't see
Maybe.
that too often.
Yeah. But yeah, the sound the alarm has also recently been tweaked. Gives more vision once activated. And applies to the entire territory, not just the surrounding point.
Yeah. Yeah, good call out on the it's a 3 Gurkha, Nelly points out, which is a lot. And other tiny tank goes down. It really scales well. I mean, if you can, I think that's another reason why, you know, they sort of were pushed back in the early games because, you know, he was building towards this late game strategy of having only Gurkha. And you give up some early map control for it, but if you can get there, scary late game gets even scarier.
Ability ready for you, Commander.
Impossible to bleed once they have reserve infantry.
Yeah, they get really cheap to reinforce for an elite, and with Zeal, they... oh, he's got Warcry, actually, so I think... yeah, we're going to see it. Here's the Warcry, so let's see how well these Gurkha do with this buff. Not getting suppressed by this MG. Okay, there we go. 2 bursts.
A machine gun has been destroyed.
Oh, down goes the machine gun.
Yeah, really good use of the Warcry here.
And again, sound the alarm on the fuel. But not many to benefit from the ability.
No, MG42 goes down to a nice couple of shots from the AT gun.
Yeah, and the flak is getting hammered. Oh, they are recovering it. It has been crewed, but it's still in danger.
We are losing ground. The enemy has the lead. 5 command points.
Good hold here, though. I mean, they killed the MG, so that's pretty big. They got some good damage on the flak, but
artillery ready.
do retain control of mid for now. Meanwhile, though, bot getting capped up by these RE, top going over to the double Brit team, so still looking pretty good for allies right now.
Blitzkrieg tactics are
Yes,
available
sir.
for vehicle
Axis,
crews.
they have to
shall lead the
divert
way.
some troops to the flanks. They are holding the middle, but their flanks are collapsing.
Yeah, I mean, they're just kind of low on... you know, if you compare PopCap, it's 72 and 57 for Yanko. Yanko's kind of low. And it's 54 and 55. So, yeah, a little bit of a lead there, mostly thanks to Scotch having all these Gurkha.
Yep. Anyway, Claudia in field with the Nibble Warfer and how Shifu is unlocking armored reserves.
All right, so maybe we will see the Tiger. Still quite a bit of fuel away from the Tiger, but there's plenty of EPs to go.
Yes, sir.
Also worth noting that there was a pretty late call-in of the 4.2-inch mortar. Did get the med truck, so, you know, maybe mostly for that, but it's very late in the game to pick up the heavy mortar. You know, there's a lot of indirect for the Axis on the field. I'm curious to see if they can get much use out of that.
Oh yeah, there it is. Now I see the heavy mortar.
It does come with the flare at Vet 0, so, you know, there's some immediate utility.
Territory capture is
And,
prioritized.
you know,
It's
you can keep it
gonna be
alive with the
handy.
truck. But I would just be
Yeah.
worried against it. Once the Nebelwerfer hits the field, it's pretty hard to keep that thing keep the mortar crewed, so might be tough here. Ooh, got a good flank here from the
They
Crusader.
move so slow. Uh-oh.
Has
Stuma!
been destroyed.
Rip.
Bye. Uh-oh.
And goodbye,
This is-
Panzer Grenadiers.
This could be... I don't want to call it too early, but this feels like a potential game ender here. If he loses this PG and the pack
The enemy has
and the
300
flak.
points
Oh, flak's
remaining.
up here now, so okay for now.
They could, in fact, lose the everything.
Yeah, it does feel that
They
way.
might just be...
Uh-oh,
Yeah,
uh-oh. Is he going to be able to drive away?
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Gurkha's using the war cry again, looks like. Oh, no, just the sprint. Wow, flak's going to escape. That's pretty huge. Elliot G probably not going to live. AT gun moving up to take it out.
Yeah, and there's the Crusader tank. Gustator can't do diddly about it.
Now, these Gurkha just no real answer to them now that the Stummel's down. These Gwasta don't have a flamer yet.
Enemy forces have claimed our territory.
Yeah, he cannot even afford it, so...
We have lost the Kettengard scout.
Oh, good Nebel barrage though. Good. Ooh, Yeah.
Yeah, Gurkha went bye-bye.
Captured a victory point.
that is
They got
huge.
the Gren.
Yeah, and the
Got it.
PGs get it, and they are firing it on the move.
250 points.
What?
I did. Is
Territory
that?
sector lost.
Huh.
Huh? Didn't know that was possible, but there you go.
The enemy holds all victory points.
Uh-oh.
Still, that's
The
a huge
triple cap.
push. Let's review the armies left. We've got very little for House Sifu. Got a little more for Claudia, but meanwhile, the Brit armies are getting scarier and scarier. That feels like a GG push. We'll see if they can stick it out here. Maybe fight for the VPs a little bit.
Yeah, both allies sit at plus 70 pop, while Axis only just now got one of their players above 50 pop. And that's because a P4 was called in. Let's go.
Yeah, feeling probably like they need to call something in early. And they, you know, low on infantry, so arguably has some value there. But I would much rather see a bank for the Tiger. I mean, this is, you know, observer's advantage, but we see creeping barrage instead of the archer, which means no great counter except for the 17-pounder for the Tigers. So yeah, Claudia with 300 fuel
Sector overrun.
and not building tier 4. Again, probably just banking for the Tiger, which actually we're not that far away from at this point. So we
Yeah,
could see a
pretty
Tiger
much.
come out with no real counter to it. But if the map is all your opponents, there's only so much one Tiger can do.
P4 is in trouble down south. The Crusader is hammering it.
Command points must be assigned.
Oh.
Not quite giving chase here. I guess because the flak is right there.
Fire! Oh, it hit the rock! Come on, that's not a tank.
Uh-oh. Flanking AT gun, though. Oh, not going to attack ground, looks like. Not sure where it is. Yeah, very close. Narrow escape. Oh, and we've got GG called from the Axis
Well, they're
team.
giving up. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was looking bad, don't get me wrong, but I feel like 300 fuel, I mean, let's take a look here. I'm pretty sure, yeah, 2 CP from the Tiger, 130 VPs. I mean, it's a triple cap. I don't know that they're breaking out of their base, but I feel like tournament game, you know, I usually play them to zeros of VPs or when I know there's none left. But hey, you know, you also got to conserve your energy. You know, it's worth arguing. So I think you could say it either way. But yeah, GG, well played. I agree, Ozzy. Scotch and Yanko look scary. Their synergy is just so good, and I think a big part of that is I actually got to play a 3v3 with Ra and Scotch once, and Scotch's comms are really, really good. I think maybe only person I've heard with better comms is Zulu. He's got that military, serious, communicating only the necessary. But Scotch is just always telling you what he's doing. He's not wasting time saying stuff you don't need to know, but he's saying, I'm pushing here. My artillery's building now. He just is a great communicator. And Yanko and Scotch play really well together. These guys are good. I mean, this Chinese team is like maybe the best. I believe the best or one of the best Chinese teams on the ladder. And you know, they're very high ranked. So Scotch and Yanko making it not look easy, but certainly not making it look too hard. Yeah, and you can get elo by grinding. There's no doubt, but at the same time, eventually it gets really slow, and yeah. No, Yanko is Yanko. He's been Yanko for a while. Yanko played with someone else, and I believe he played with Dirk Radix for a while, and they were pretty good. But it feels like I don't know if it's just, it's hard to say how much of it is Scotch being really good, how much of it is that they have better synergy. But I feel like Yanko playing with Scotch has been a much stronger player than before, and I think he also just has improved a lot as a player. Yanko's played a lot of twos since the game came out, so him and Scotch have great synergy. So once Zany's back, we'll load up the next game here. He's Polish, yeah.
Hello.
All right, so I'm at 5 seconds whenever you're ready.
Yes, I'm just loading the game, or rather the replay. Okay, 5 seconds. Let's go. All right, I'm at 5 seconds.
All right, I just need to change the scene. I actually remembered to do it for once. It's like the only thing. Oh, hey, why don't I go ahead and change the score here while I'm at it? That would make sense, wouldn't it?
Good idea.
I have them occasionally. All right, you ready at 5?
I'm ready at 5.
All right, I'm pausing in 3, 2, 1, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9. We are so in sync.
Okay, got it now. All right, perfect. So we've got another double Brit. So as predicted in chat by Momo, who's also in the tournament and a very good 2v2 player. We're not seeing US on this map. Arguably too open for US, especially the popular. Tier 1 canceled, so changing his mind about what he's going to build here. Yeah, going to call in the Aussies in. Cool trick, by the way. Whenever your unit's coming in from behind your HQ, you can retreat it to get it onto the field faster. So cool trick there.
Meanwhile, Scotch and Soda, they have gone for the double jack attack. Let's go.
Wow, yeah, that's kind of surprising. I've been seeing double Wehrmacht. I have not seen double DAC. Although I have seen, Twister and I have played against Yanko and Scotch doing this, and
Heavy machine gun and crew are ready for orders.
Well,
same size. I can't. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, they are in the same position. Yanko and Scotch, they have the north, and
the rules were pretty clear. I borrowed AEs. So look, they clicked ready. So they maybe this is what they wanted, and the other team agreed. I think the south side is a little better. But
weird.
You know,
there you go! Get out of there! Just drive! No, it's dead.
Despite Zany's exhortations, the Dingo was not able to get out. Can't explain that.
Man, he was so young.
He's just barely born.
But never mind. We are getting a new Dingo. It's gonna be triple Dingoes, just like the previous game.
All right. Oh, I forgot to call out Omega Ego. Thank you very much for the follow. And we've got a new one, Graham Higgerby. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Yeah, so losing that early Dingo, that's a pretty big loss. I mean, yes, you can replace it, but 265 manpower in the first engagement, not what you want.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough.
Oh my god, Myth made the biggest mistake you could make. Even a bigger mistake than losing a Dingo is not buying beer when there's a tournament happening.
Oh, rookie mistake. Gonna
have to find that 3/4 drink bottle of old whiskey hidden somewhere in the cabinet.
Oh, I just learned something here. You know, DAC have that utility truck. It appears if you change the skin on the utility truck, it also affects the trucks sitting in the base.
Oh.
If you look at the light support mechanized company.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's so cool. Or is that just part of the HQ? Oh yeah, no, there it is. Wow, that is cool.
Yeah, they're different.
A little attention to detail. Nice synergy here from the allied team. Buff Cannone doing a nice job forcing off the infantry on this muni here.
And the dingo is being the bully. Half track, you're dead.
Yeah, that's a fight you win 99 times out of 100
Holy
as the dingo.
shit! Well, Sittigath, he just said, it's the triple dingo, baby!
Yeah,
Triple
just
dingo.
all in here. Nothing but the starting Royal Engineer and 3 dingoes. But it makes sense. I mean, Dak, until they get the PJs, doesn't have a counter. But I have to say, this is not enough early game map control for having triple dingo. Like, they're not dominating the map hard enough to make this worth it.
Well, Sittigath asked, did he go for armored purple? And yes, he went British armored.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about last game. I think this makes sense. He's going to refit him. So, you know, the lack of total map control, not as bad, but still controlling neither flank. Not really what you want for this open, but I mean, a lot of that's because they lost that dingo. You know, they're down a unit, so makes it kind of tough.
How Sifu also likes to be prepared. He has called in the 2-pounder light anti-tank gun.
Yeah, I think against Dak, that makes sense. It's very unlikely you're going to see no light vehicles, you know, between minute 4 and minute 10. So probably okay to do that. And it's a big map, you know, relatively big. You know, you want to have it on the field and ready when that 8 red hits, if indeed it does. We do have tier 2 coming out for Yanko.
Yeah, first dingo has also been called back home to the Queen.
Say goodbye.
Bye-bye. Yeah.
The beggars are threatening a fuel point.
Oh! This is so cool! Janko, he went espionage.
All right. Do we have the...
We have beacons going down.
Oh, yeah, there they are. Okay, nice. Camoed indeed. On this map, I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't do the siphon one, because there's so many spots. Like, for example, if you're playing bot, you can put one here and steal this fuel. From this position, you can put one here and steal this fuel. Alpano, thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. Getting the prize pool just a little bit thicker. So good stuff.
Thick prize pool. But yeah, on
sure the players will play that much harder.
Yeah. On a huge map like this, you are forced so hard into a scout unit if you want to have a chance of finding those siphon beacons.
It's true. Although, you know, I'm thinking about it a little more, and there were a bunch of dingoes on the map, so maybe realizing with all those detectors, it would be hard to hide them. But the dingoes are all gone. They've all been called home, and they're all being replaced by...
Yeah.
They converted that metal into flesh, and it's just triple section. 4th section being queued, and then another RE, so just a full transition here to an infantry army.
Wow.
5th section
From
being
metal
queued.
to flesh. Yeah, that's like reverse Transformers.
I've seen this strategy from them before on Pacino, where it's really strong. On this map, I think it's a little tougher to pull off, but I'm excited to see how they try to make it work.
Well, Scott, she's also a fan of Guastatoris. And he got the flamer on him.
Yeah, there we go. Something that was severely lacking last game. Snipe comes in, takes a good chunk off. But it's interesting.
Always have that snipe ready.
What's cool about this switch is double PJ built in response to the dingo spam, and now the dingoes are all gone. So
unemployed.
Yeah, we actually could see the Axis get overwhelmed here by all this infantry. I'm assuming we'll see training get teched here, and then...
Claudia went for infantry training.
Okay, yeah, we did get that, all right. So, yeah, going to be a lot of vetted, 5 vetted sections. I think them not holding the side munitions for so long is going to be a difference maker here. They've got one now, but it's going to go down. They're capping the other one, but not a lot of muni. You know, because it costs so much muni to Rithro and refit Triple Dingo, there's no upgrades for what is now going to be the 6th section.
Yes, and look in the British base. It's the cutie trucky again.
More milk ready to pick up.
The milk truck, yeah.
These poor Panzerjägers are like, what the fuck are we supposed to do now? Can someone call in an MG34, please? Can we get a flak truck, please?
Oh, beacon goes down quite quickly.
Yeah.
It was also in a heavy traffic spot. So, oh boy, the Brits are just pouring in here.
It's going to be important that he keeps this boys squad back.
Yep.
Oh, Lord Blackwood. Nelly, thank you for the donation. Really appreciate it. Price pool grows yet again. That's awesome.
Retreat that unit. Thank you.
Yeah, not using cover. Really not a great fight, I would say, for our purple Brit here. Claudia taking a lot of damage, not doing a ton of damage. And now the fuel probably going to get recapped here. I would have liked to have seen his ally move up the weapon support teams to support that push. That's why they're called
yeah.
support teams.
Ah. That's smart.
They don't cover weapon support center, but they are support weapons, so.
Well, Claudia Enfield only has one single unit on the field now. Everything else, make that 2 units, has retreated. Wow.
Good grenade on the Guasta, but they're not going to drop any models because they are beefy boys.
Let's see.
Yeah, Thomas points out no on-field reinforced yet. I think, you know, usually the strategy when you spam all this infantry is to also pair it with an ambulance, but not been able to get that on the field yet.
And neither DAC players has gone for the veterancy squad leader upgrade.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think it's that good unless you've got like a lot of units that are going to benefit significantly from it. I think it's kind of a good like mid to late game upgrade, but early on you just want to get your vehicles on the field. You need to get your smoke upgrade. There's a lot of other things I would rate over VSL. When it gave the free model, it was a lot cheaper in a way, but now that it doesn't give the free model, I feel like you really have to sort of think about when you're going to get it.
Yeah, it also used to cost only 200 manpower at a point.
Do we have smoke for Yanko yet?
I think we just got something. Let's see. We have the Funkwagen ready. No smoke, but let's see. Scotch, he only has the half-track upgrade. So no smoke.
Yeah, so his A-Rad's got to be pretty careful. He did a good job pulling him back, but yeah, hopefully we'll see that smoke upgrade coming through for them. Otherwise, it's going to be hard against all this AT. Look at this blob. Just, they really need to. I feel like one MG4. I mean, actually, I don't know that one MG cuts it at this point when there's this many sections, but the flak truck here would be so incredibly helpful.
Yes, sir. Is there a flak half track in the house? No?
It's in this house right here, but
oh,
not calling it out. It's just not. It won't come out. Haven't paid the tax.
He's going for the reconnaissance tractor, Janko. Oh,
that's. I mean, there are weapons teams, but it feels like they should be thinking of an answer to all this imp. I guess their own imp behind green cover works. I mean, also they're definitely doing a better job utilizing cover, and so that's letting them win these fights.
Yeah, Claudia Enfield apparently used to be a World War I general, according to his playstyle.
Chat calling GG because the Matilda is out. We'll see if the Axis have an answer for it.
Spoiler, they don't at the moment.
We do have an MG34 cooking finally from Scotch. Yanko has basically no AT besides the 2 Panzerjägers.
Why, thank you, partner.
Let's see, someone says Scotch is dead. He sits as 40 pop, just 4 below Hao Shifu.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It looks
looks
like he doesn't have a lot because he's got the double MHT in the truck. He doesn't have a lot of like field presence. That's true. Company of Heroes, thank you for the follow from the official channel. Wow, I've made it. I can just.
Woohoo.
I'm gonna retire after this tournament. I'm gonna go out on top. No, just kidding, guys. It's gonna be a lot more. 20%, I promise. 20%, yeah, 20% of 20% of the prize pool. Yeah, keep donating, guys. I gotta pay Zany. I told him I'd give him a couple $100.
He pays me in bananas.
It's true. Can we get some bananas in chat for Zany, please? We've got bananas for you, Zany. Don't worry. They'll be coming in just a moment here. Got this awesome new skin here. I gotta turn my graphics back up. There we go. Bananas in chat.
Starting requisition of Bishop's
Oh, bit bigger.
Oh,
And how Shifu goes for the bishop.
Yeah. There are a lot of weapons teams. I like this choice. You've got a lot of infantry to screen your bishop. There's no doubt about it. But yeah, great map control now. This transition from Dingo to Section has caught the Scotch&Soda team totally off guard. And they're just trying their best just to control their fuel now.
Yeah, well, they are getting out a Marder to counter the Matilda tank.
Yeah, that's going to help a lot. And there's the 2 AT guns, so there is an answer to the Marder. Could be tough here for that Marder to get close enough to the Matilda.
You know, Claudia Enfield, he's about to evolve to the next level as his forward reinforcement / healing truck is being built.
Yeah, that's going to make this even harder to deal with because these sections, when there's this many, they don't drop a lot of models all at once, and you can just click the low ones back. And we've got the Mortar Half Track tries to drop a flame strike, but the sections just move forward. They're all boy squads.
As Steve McQueef said, over the top, boys.
Yeah, this is the release meta, but oh, Matilda goes down to a single pack. Just not backing up soon enough, not popping smoke soon enough. That's a huge deal, because that's their anti-inf. I mean, these sections. I mean, there are a lot of rifles here, so they do some. Ooh, one goes down. 8Rad's doing some work there.
Yep, they're falling back to the truck. Nope, they're not. Okay.
They should. They've got a lot of guys that are like, 20% HP. Flame strike on the AT gun.
He's not upgrading the truck to the... Nope. Now he is. Now he's upgrading it. Medic truck inbound.
It's hard when you've got to upgrade 7 sections with boys. You don't have a lot of munitions to spare.
Where did my munis go? I think how Shifu should have saved up for a new Matilda before going Bishop.
Yeah, I agree. The Matilda was really their entire front line, and without it, they don't have much to push with. But I mean, they're still dominating the map at this point. So,
well, Janko was about to check for smoke, but cancels it. All right, and instead calls in Panzerjägers.
That's interesting. Very surprised about that. And I think smoke gives your vehicles health. It's not just about the upgrade, right? It's there's a lot of value there.
And would you look at that? He's converting the half-track into the Funk Panzerwagen.
Maybe that's why he called it in, just to have it
Probably.
250. I guess there's nothing else he'd really want to call in without the tier 1.5 upgrade. So Indirect doing good work against the weapons teams here.
Oh man, my life for a carpet bombing run right here.
Yeah, Code 2 players watching this wondering where the rocket arty is. Although there is access to the Stuka for the DAC, and in this situation, I mean, the Stuka has pretty shitty spread, but when there's this much inf in one place, every rocket's going to kill something.
Yes, sir. Oh, that's a Kratschützen from Janko. Just capping the safe fuel. Huh.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
But yeah, we're definitely seeing the hole in the the DAC roster here. The MG34 is not an MG42, and the Mortar Half Track is not a Nebel. So.
And I'm confused here. Claudia is going for a Humber.
No, canceled it. Another section.
Okay. Yes, another section, of course. And now Janko is going for smoke, and he's got a Goliath.
Oh, I'm excited about this. There's no detectors. There's not a single recce squad here. So 12.5 detection range. We'll see what this Goliath can do.
Is the Humber actually a spotter?
It is, yeah. I believe it's a detector.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure.
Well, now they could really use it with the little Goliath on the field.
Yeah, I think the boys will probably... I mean, there's so many boys sections here. I have a hard time imagining the Goliath getting off. Maybe if all the boys shoot, like they all volley, and then the Goliath drives up. This could be the biggest Goliath ever, though, if it does go off.
Territory sector lost, Commander.
He
I
does
think
have...
it was, yeah, Rivet, he said, oh, please, wipe the blob.
Yeah. He does have training now, right? Claudia? He must. Does that fresh section have 800, 800
He has
XP?
infantry training, yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Training.
I don't want to open my UI and spoil the game length, so I'm going to rely on you for upgrades and stuff.
Matilda infantry
Yeah,
support
I used the Q replay mod. I can see their upgrades all at once.
Oh, yeah, maybe I should do that. Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
It scales way better than the official UI.
Yeah, okay. We'll have
At
a
least
few
the
months
team
tomorrow.
games.
Or, I don't know, does it take long to install? Maybe after this series I'll get it set up.
enemy ground forces.
Oh, Goliath goes off. Does wipe the 2-pounder. Not the epic infantry squad wiping Goliath we wanted to see, but...
immediately he just
Yeah.
recruits it with the ambulance. It's... that's probably a point that I dislike.
Battle group ability
That you can
unlocked.
instantly recruit it like that. I
Yeah.
would like that were a build time, a training time, just a slight delay.
Training time would be good. Another nerf I wouldn't mind seeing for it is a way bigger cooldown, like 180 seconds. And it shouldn't give an invincible 2-man squad that goes and crews the gun. It should send a 2-man squad, an actual squad, out of the truck. A squad that can be targeted, that can be suppressed, that can be shot by tanks. Rather than, like, you're guaranteed to recrew it kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point, Nelly. There's definitely some value in big explosions. These mortar half-tracks causing a lot of problems for these MGs.
Yeah.
Although I think he could walk out of them if he wanted to. He's just not seeing it soon enough. Is it triple MHG
Anyway,
now?
Goliath went boom, and Scotch is now bringing out the heavy rocket artillery.
Okay, we do have the Stuka,
Enemy
so
have 300
Blob could be in
Yes,
danger.
sir.
And the lack of Brens means, despite there being a million infantry squads on the field, this one Glasta just still kind of uncontested once the MGs
We're
are
losing
gone.
a munition point to enemy action.
Well, good thing how Shifu has a kangaroo squad with the,
We're
yeah, what's
losing
it
a
called?
victory point.
Snipe.
Again, the snipe ability. Oh, and espionage coming in with the firestorm.
One of our
Yeah.
enemy tank guns has been destroyed.
So Tigger and surely will get picked off by these PJs, right?
The enemy has
P3
our
on the field
victory
too,
point now.
worth calling out. Oh, Stuka Rocket does devastating damage to the Matilda there.
Oh!
I think he was
And
expecting the
bye-bye
blob to
two-pounder.
retreat. Oh! Does pick up another squad, so down to a mere 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Boys, AG. From 8 to 7.
And yeah, now that they've gotten enough tech up, despite being pushed way back, we see a very dominant position now for Scotch and Soda. There's 2 A-Rads just quietly doing their thing on the side. Does he have smoke yet?
Yeah. Janko did, I believe. He has veterans, squad leaders, and smoke.
Okay,
And
there we go.
Scott,
We've
let's
lost the
see.
sector to the enemy.
He has no upgrades besides the half tracks.
Fair enough. I love that this bike is still alive. I would really like to see it go south. I guess maybe worried about mines, but there aren't any. So I think it could definitely help cap up that side of the map. Because there haven't been...
Yeah.
We haven't seen any combat south of this this road for like... It feels like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's just been left untouched. Until now.
Our victory point is being overrun.
What? Recon artillery? Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah?
And the Stuka is firing. Blob spotted!
Victory point lost. The enemy
Ah,
Mostly dodged, looks like, huh? Maybe got one rocket in.
yeah.
This truck forgot to leave. There we go, it's going now. It's like, wait, am I not reinforcing anybody?
Good. Time to go.
all victory points are under enemy
Oh,
control.
and with one click of the button,
Counterattack.
just a casual 100 and change, the tide turns in the blob's favor once again. Although I suspect temporarily.
Yeah, here comes the blob. Good thing he got smoke.
Not actually capping this 10 field. Oh, there we go. He's got something in it now. Oh, it looks like this truck forgotten. This driver really asleep at the wheel. Stayed in the Artie for a long time, hanging out in front of the blob for a long time.
Yeah, he was brewing tea, getting ready to welcome the British forces.
We're down to 300 points.
Meanwhile, though, the
Well, that's 1-8
Southern
red.
Moon going over.
The blob still goes in. And now the blob is about to go out. Bye-bye.
Enemy is winning.
Oh, this is in true 4v4 fashion. All the boys are retreating.
We've seen some really nice use of the... I thought the recon tractor made almost no sense because it was all this infantry, but he's been calling in the strike like behind the blob when it's ready to retreat. Like sort of forcing them to run through it, which has been pretty good. Looks like really wants to finish off these units. There's so many low squads. P3's coming in. But they're changing targets to the Matilda.
Royal Engineers out of contact.
6 infantry sections left. No sappers for anyone.
We're down to 250 points.
Oh, bit.
Goodbye, Matilda. Yeah, I can't believe state of the map. I feel like I'm not sure. I don't see this kind of play often, so it's hard for me to judge. But I'm not sure how much of this is that this is a weakness of the strategy, that it's sort of once it gets pushed back, you've got nothing on the field, or if it was just that Scotch and Yanko outplayed and held on to maybe they shouldn't have. But it does feel like this blob gets pushed back and there's nothing left.
Yeah, I would have loved to see a Grant in the later stage instead of the more Matildas, but here we are.
Oh, sorry, an AFGB.
Oh, base
yeah.
artillery.
Our infirmary is being attacked.
Pretty good damage to the tech building, but not a lot of
Heavy tank has been completed.
not a lot of other outcome there.
They are unlocking the 17-pounder, so they still want to fight.
I think that's a good call. Although there's so much indirect. I feel like with double vetted MHTs and the Stuka and the recon tractor, I don't know that that the 70-pounder is going to be able to stay on the field for very long.
Yeah, Scotch and Soda, they have so much momentum right now.
Yeah, these P3s are stacking up.
Yeah, they're just ready to go in for the kill.
And we're basically out of weapons teams too. We are out of weapons. There's no AT guns, so it's just the Matilda and the boys. It's not going to work.
Yeah, the
Aussie's go down.
17-pounder is queued. Yeah, Aussie's dead.
I've seen
there
their sections
goes
go down,
another.
I think. Yeah.
They're getting away. They're getting away.
Rock so
But
deep.
yeah, that was the Tory squad there is just slaughtering people.
And crew on the field.
I guess this was a replacement. We missed it going down, but
Mm.
I could see the truck go down here too.
Our infirmary.
Oh. Stuka on the retreat path. Really close.
Well, 17-pounder is putting in some work, but not anymore. It's stranded in the base.
Yeah, recon tractor. Wow, really good rolls here for how.
Enemy hands.
I can't believe how many of these shots are missing the 17-pounder. Still takes a lot of damage.
Yeah. That Crotchetson is still alive.
Yeah, only vet 2.
Uh,
I guess it hasn't been getting, hasn't been soaking a lot of vet. So it's just been on the flanks.
Mostly been, yeah, harassing the points over there. New Matilda, new 6-pounder.
Black Prince is unlocked, and plenty of fuel for it, but many minutes of manpower away. So, don't know that they've got the VPs really, especially if this gets capped.
Let's see, Claudia Enfield here. Yeah, he's got the Black Prince unlocked. Yeah. But again, manpower.
Tank crews are on standby
Yeah,
for
I mean,
orders.
it's almost like if you build 8 infantry sections,
Threatening a munitions
and continuously lose models that you're not going to have any manpower for anything else.
Who could have seen that coming?
We're losing a victory point to enemy action.
Still, I mean, I like the idea. Like that transition clearly caught
Crew has been lost to
Scotch and Soda off guard, and they were dominating the map. I think it was just the transition out of that part that where the strat fell apart.
belongs to the enemy.
Maybe he over-invested into boys' AT rifles.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen like 3 or 4 boys, a Recce or 2, and then Bren's. That would have been a much scarier blob.
Our opponent is in control of all.
Because you can build 6-pounders, right? You can get the 2-pounder. You don't need that many boys. It just isn't necessary.
True, true. That's
Right.
the GG.
GG is called.